Hey, Bryce. How you doing, buddy?
Aloha.
Aloha. Welcome back to 20 Minutes of Fitness.
Hey.
I missed last week, but you did it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't podcasted. It was YouTubed.
YouTube. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago, but yes.
Was that 2 weeks ago? Did we not do last? Oh,
We didn't do last week.
I didn't even notice that we missed a week. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew I missed all week. I didn't
Yeah.
know that I missed 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, it was the third WOD of the Open,
Yes.
21.34.
That was the one I knew I missed.
Yeah.
I was
So,
somewhere else.
Maui.
And then last week,
We just didn't do
I
any.
was just busy.
Yeah.
But welcome back.
Yeah.
And
So Open recap show, I guess.
the Open is officially over. So how did the Open go for you, bud?
Pretty good. About the same.
Yeah?
260th.
Nice.
So right around where I was last year.
Yeah, just out of the 200.
Yeah.
But it's not 200 anymore.
That doesn't matter. So
It's not relevant anymore. Nice.
So I only did one twice. The rest just once.
Nice.
Coast through life, you know.
That's kind of how you roll these days.
How'd you do?
I didn't do quite as well as I had hoped, although probably as well as I deserved.
Roger that.
So I like to redo things. I didn't redo the last one. I genuinely believe that if I had redone the last one, I would have
More
made that
weight.
top 10%, but only just. Like I was on the cusp. I was out by 1% or so.
Oh, were you? Yeah.
So I think I was 88 or 89% or
So
something
you
like
needed
that.
to lift.
So yeah.
Get a little further, lift a little heavier.
If I'd lifted a little bit more and done an extra couple muscle ups, I would have made the whole thing fine. And if I'd redone, I'm confident I could have. And you know what? I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Saved me $50.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you want to spend the $50 to find out that you're in the top
Mediocre
10%?
at best,
You
yeah.
already know where you landed.
Yep.
Yeah, with that.
For you,
I
it's a little different, though, because the qualifier for your age group, you could potentially get onto the next section. That's,
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
reasonable to
Which
think.
is
It restarts, right?
Which is the CrossFit Games. That's the next section.
Is it for you guys? It goes
Yeah.
straight from there to CrossFit Games?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So top 20. So I generally do better in the, what do you call it, the second, the qualifier than I do in the Open. So.
And in the past, the first score was the Open.
Yeah,
but
that
this
was the
time it's
problem.
starting with nothing in the, like, it's all
Right.
starting at zeros.
Every stage starts from scratch, so that's kind of cool.
So that's pretty cool. You have a better shot this time than you ever have before.
Yeah.
So you think you might be going to Wisconsin,
No.
getting some cheese?
No, because I'm the oldest guy in my group.
Oh,
Literally 7 days. There's 7 days where somebody could be older than me, so
Okay.
I'm pretty much the oldest guy.
and you look
And
at
that doesn't mean it. Yeah, thanks, Paul. I try to stay out of shape and look old. But yeah, so anyway, but it's going to be fun anyway.
Yeah,
See
why
where,
not?
where I do end up, and gives me an idea where I'll be next year.
Yeah,
when I
next year when you're
age
the
up.
youngest guy in the.
It'll tell me exactly where I am against those guys right now. So
Yeah, nice.
for in the Open, I would have been like 60th with all the guys that are going to move up too. So that beat me, you know.
Yeah, nice. Well, very
that looks
good.
good.
And so, what did you think of the Open in general? Do you think they did a good job of it this year?
I think it was excellent. Yeah, I feel like
I like that Castro was back.
Yeah, Castro being back, the announcements, right?
Yeah, the announcements were done well.
The clues. I missed
Yeah.
the clues last year. I don't necessarily miss his announcements. I don't think anybody.
I did though.
I mean,
I didn't. I don't like them, but
in a corny
they're just
way.
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They have their charm. The clues. I love the clues, even though they never mean anything. But
I mean, ice,
it gives you something to do.
ice, and a dead wolf,
Yeah.
lion,
I don't know.
coyote.
And Les Miserables. But yeah, they're fun though. It gives you something to talk about.
Yeah, it is good. I like that. And then I feel like they did a good job of the workouts. I think that
Yeah.
everything. I think that it was very interesting for them to throw wall walks in.
Yeah,
that was
very interesting.
Like, what the hell? But cool, I guess.
It's a COVID weight
Who
check.
would have known that I wasn't good at wall walks compared to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
thought I was
yeah.
pretty good at wall walks, but I guess
crazy.
when you're this big, takes a long time.
That's
part
definitely has something to do with your body fat percentage.
my mass.
that workout.
Yeah.
So that's interesting when you look at it from a standpoint of it's been a year and a half. A lot of people being indoors all that time. What have you been doing? Did your diet go to shit during COVID? Did you gain 15 pounds? If you did, you got exposed.
Yeah, I'm always this heavy, more or less.
Yeah. No, you're just that's. Your
And
problem.
I'm just not that good because I'm that heavy. Mm-hmm. That's why
True
you
story.
and Ben both kicked my ass at the handstand dip wad today.
Yeah, true story.
I was close.
Yeah.
I held my own. I feel like
Yeah, you're somewhere in the ballpark of a couple minutes. 75%.
Close.
You're about. I would say you're about 88% there, buddy. You're probably in the 88th percentile.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But yeah, I thought the programming was great. Yeah, the wall walks.
Yeah.
A little weird putting a was a 18.1 in the second week. A 0.1 workout in the second week. Although I guess the point one workout this week would have had a lot of skill. So it's really a second or third week workout. So that kind of makes sense, I guess, and when you look at it that
And
way.
I think it was a good one to retest, actually.
Oh, no, I called it. I kind of knew that was happening.
It was something where, like, the harder you work, the harder you go on this one. Like, it doesn't take a lot of skills. It doesn't take a lot. It's almost like a 7-minute burpees where, like, if you're willing to go to a painful enough spot,
you're getting a great time.
You're going to do well.
I've been waiting for that workout since every year I'm like, this is going to come up eventually. Yeah. And so time was right. And then the last two, that was great. I love the complex.
Yeah, complex is cool.
CrossFit complex. Complex has been in CrossFit forever, and now here you had one finally in the games. That's great.
For max weight after you're tired as fuck.
It's brutal.
That's what CrossFit's all about, though, right? Being able to lift heavy after a lot.
Some great videos of people failing miserably at that, or just making some ridiculous stuff.
Cool. The Alex Smith having an extra plate on one side, just ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
crazy.
People are impressive as shit. And then some of those guys, like, I don't know who had the highest weight, but I saw Noah do 317, I think. Mm-hmm. It's just like, that's crazy after that.
Rich Froning finishes in 5th place. Overall, that's insane.
Impressive.
Not even insane. I mean, you knew he's that fit. It's just impressive. Just
impressive that he's.
I don't know if you watched
his
video. You didn't see his video on YouTube. So if you have a chance, go watch his 21.34 video. He's doing it with his Whoop strap. So you get to watch his heart rate.
Yeah.
And to see how disgustingly low his heart rate is when he works out. He's like at 125, and then he does his pull-ups. It goes up to like 135. The 2 seconds he takes to walk over to the bar, it drops to like 127, goes up to like 137, then gets down in super low. And it just, every time he does something, it goes up 10, comes back down 6, goes up 10, comes back down 6. The highest he got was in his 15 muscle ups. He got up to like 165. And it's like, what the fuck?
He's just a
It's
freak.
just like
There's a reason he's as good as he is, and
Crazy.
It's just he's naturally gifted.
Heart rate never spiking. Oh man, impressive. We're trying to hang on and do a pull up at like 180.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's true.
So that was impressive to see. So that's worth the watch on that one, definitely.
Or at least Whoop strap.
Yeah, worth the Whoop, because Whoops aren't a watch.
Not watch. No watch on that.
But yeah, so that was cool. I like the programming. And
what about what's coming up next? I actually haven't looked much into it because I'm a quitter.
The quarterfinals starts tomorrow, actually, Thursday.
And they sent out floor plans for everybody. They have to do everything in very specific size and
so we kind of know somewhat what's in it. So event 1 is going to be the double under, double dumbbell, and handstand push-ups of some sort.
Yeah, and they're back to the box.
Yeah, we got
the bigger
box,
which is really nice.
Yeah, 40 inches. So that's going to give some of the longer limbed athletes some leeway, which is I wish they'd just get rid of the box and just say, okay, we get it. It doesn't work.
Rep.
It's still not going to work, guys.
It'll work better, though. Like for myself, that'll help a lot.
Now the people with really short arms can go even wider and do less of a push-up.
That's true.
But if they put the only way they could fix that, they need the line for the heel. That way those people are still stuck inside of a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because right now the way the box is, like, myself and Tommy can be out at touching the box, and she's doing about a 4-inch push-up.
Who touches the box?
Tommy.
Oh, just checking.
Yeah. A 4-inch. I'm touching the box.
Wait, whose box?
Now I'm touching the box.
Okay.
My heels are like 4 or 5 inches above the line. Hers are just barely making the line, right? Because you're just doing but you're still meeting the requirements. So you still need the line, but at least now I could get my hands out further.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that'll make a big difference.
That'll make a big difference. But you need both. You need the line. So I'm sure they're going to have it. They usually do. So
put some sort of line anyway.
Yeah.
It might be a different line so Hepner doesn't get screwed.
Hepner retired, buddy.
I know, but the Hepners of the world that
could be strict handstand push-up too.
I think that's likely.
Yeah, I hope.
Or
not.
even deficit.
That would hurt.
I can see them putting like 4-inch deficits.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That might be why they made the box bigger so you can fit your plates in there.
Maybe so you put your plates in. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So now there's enough space to put your 45s.
That would suck. I'm gonna put a ab mat in my deficit area. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah. Just to pad it a little. Just to pad it. It doesn't change the deficit.
Just save that head.
My hands are still up. Yeah, that's event 1. So yeah, I think event 2 was rope climb and GHD sit-ups, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Making people have a GHD, but I guess you're supposed to do this in a gym.
Yeah. And those two will be fun. You crush your core, and then you try to stretch it out.
Yeah. And you wreck your grip with maybe a dumbbell clean in event 1, and then climb a rope in event 2, because you got to do them in 24 hours. That's the key part here. You have 24 hours. So ideally, if you're doing these, you're probably going to want to do one and then take a good 3 hours off and then try. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that luxury. We're going to be doing them back to back here, just because people have jobs.
Yeah.
If you're serious about it, though, take the fucking day off.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, knock one out at this going to be 9 a.m. here. You've got all day, Do one at 10 o'clock, do your little strategy, do one at 10 o'clock. And then
you could do one in the evening and do one the next morning, though.
Yeah, what are you going to do, come in at 7 in the morning?
Yeah.
No, I don't work out then. That wouldn't be a good idea.
But Ange could do that, right?
Yeah.
Ange could do an evening one, and then she could come in the next morning, potentially.
I don't think so. She has a job.
Yeah. You'd be sick for those things.
Yeah, no, it's a fire academy. You can't actually. And then the next day, Friday, you've got 2 more. That one, what did I say earlier? Do you remember? Rowing and wall balls. So maybe could be 19-1. They like throwing retests in the qualifiers and whatnot.
And that was one of the most hated of all time.
And neither of those were in the open, so that's a good one to retest.
Yeah.
So that very well might be 19-1. And then that's followed by probably a 1 rep max.
Likely.
Because the only piece of equipment is a squat rack. Unless we're doing dips on a squat rack, probably not. It's probably a barbell supposed to be in there too. But yeah, squat rack. Not a pull-up bar though, so no pull-ups.
Unless that's a part of a squat rack?
No. It just showed uprights.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's probably a 1 rep max. My guess would be a overhead squat because, you take the core after GHD sit-ups. Now we test out your recovery.
Or he might just want to see some heavy weights go up.
Yeah.
So it might just be back squat.
That'd be a
just to get heavy numbers up.
They never do back squats in
I could see that.
Lower brackets, right?
And then that way you get some crazy numbers up there, right? You get some of these guys that are doing 600-pound back squats.
Blow people out the water, yeah.
But could you at that point? I mean, some people will.
Depends what the first one is and when you do it, right?
That's true.
Did you take 4 hours off?
If you plan it right,
and any sort of, it's going to be a squat though. You're coming off of wall balls that are going to make you do a squat.
And they're all getting released those mornings then?
Yeah, each day.
Okay.
Yeah. So and even that one, we don't know if you can do one, take 3 hours and do the other. This might be you have a, that might be 2 parts.
Yeah.
You get it one shot.
Part A, part B.
It has to be all linked or whatever which
would actually make sense. Too.
Everybody has to submit video
because they want to make it fair and they don't want to have. That's another thing. If they have to submit videos, part A, part B is a lot easier than having twice as many videos.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the last day is Saturday. It said the remainder, but they only gave us 1 floor plan, so it's probably only 1 workout, which is a box and a barbell, so with sufficient weight.
Okay.
So who knows what that could be? Anything. We could throw pistols anywhere in there. We could throw burpees in there. We could throw air squats, sit-ups, you name it.
Yeah, box jump overs.
Any body weights movement. Yeah. So
interesting.
In any of them. So. The only thing I did notice there obviously there's no rings, there's no pull-ups, pull-up bar, and there's one other one. Oh, they originally said you needed a 30-foot space, right, to do moving.
For handstand walks or something.
Yeah, so I guess that's not a thing either because the biggest space was 10 feet. So
okay,
no handstand walks. Yeah, so we'll see tomorrow.
Maybe they made those standards that they did for floor plans and everything
for the other parts.
For the next parts too.
Yeah.
So that way they could just be consistent.
Yeah, the age group qualifiers are not going to be the same. I believe that's what they said. They said that will be a separate competition than
an extra
open.
$50.
And it's an extra $50. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice if that's one. If it was just $50 you get into the postseason, that would have been a better move.
Not for their perspective.
No, that's for sure. So yeah, it's how many people? Then again, how many people qualified for both? Right, it's not a large group, probably a couple percents, right?
Yeah, I bet a large enough percent though that it's dollars. I bet it's. Oh yeah, I bet it's substantial for them.
Yeah. So if you have 10%, how many percentage are gonna actually do it? Probably a good amount. Bet you 7-8%, which at 5% it doubles the profitability of the Open, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And this year they beat last year. So
it's almost like a business guy took over CrossFit.
yeah, it's like, hey, we're losing money on this. Oh yeah, watch this.
Yeah, let's prove that we can turn this into profitable.
Here, Greg, hold my beer. Let me explain math to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Greg's like, let's cut it all out. No, that's not how this works.
Yeah, no, we make money off this. People want to do this.
Let's lose less money. No, let's make money. Oh, is that how this works? Yeah, so I think that's awesome, though.
Yeah,
good for
it
them.
should be. And I would imagine the games will be profitable for them this year as well, because
Yeah.
I imagine they'll bring enough sponsors.
No
like
doubt.
they got the Dodge starting to come in. That's a
Yeah,
big sponsor.
That's a real sponsor.
And then Noble
And
taking over. I bet that
shoe
costs
company.
a lot.
Oh yeah, no, wait a minute, Snowball.
But even still, I bet they're paying a pretty
Oh
penny.
yeah, no doubt. That's the thing. The cost of sponsorship is up.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Guaranteed. And then even like Whoop, I bet they're playing a lot, and I bet they're getting a lot out of it too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
People that were on the fence about Whoop, they just jumped off that fence and bought one.
Yeah. Rich is using it.
Do you like my new Nobles? Just kidding. Not doing that still.
No.
Although when they come out with some good shoes, I probably will.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to
if
come out
they
with,
actually develop shoes that have like structure in them and stuff.
they'll probably come out with quite a bit.
I want some more of the bull. Just cross out the null. I want more bull.
We would like some bull, please. I'm sure by the games they'll come out with some stuff.
Yeah,
that'll
probably
be their big launch date.
Yeah,
obviously it's their biggest showcase.
It will be a big showcase.
Yeah, so hopefully.
I'm curious what they're going to do as far as the shoe exclusivity as well.
Yeah,
as last year was the first year they didn't make them wear the shoes of the Reebok, right? So I wonder if all the games people are all going to have to wear Noble all the way through. I would if I owned the sport.
Absolutely.
But now that they didn't once, they'll get a lot of pushback.
Yeah, whether it's in their contract or not, right?
Yeah. And I guess they got to rewrite a new contract.
Hey, give each athlete a certain amount of money to wear them.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Like, hey, we're giving you incentive if you wear them.
Or they just tell them you do it or you don't get to do the games.
Well, yeah,
that's a private company.
That all depends if it's in there, whether CrossFit would allow that or not. So,
yeah,
but who knows? Be interesting to see their contract.
Yeah.
I don't know. Interesting game season so far, though. And who won the Open was Adler, Jeffrey Adler.
Oh, did he?
And Tia.
Okay.
So two of the
strong Canadian.
Yeah, he was fifth. Yeah, last year. Yeah.
A.
Yeah. A. Oh, A. Not yeah.
Yeah, as you.
A. That's right.
Yeah, as you Americans.
That's right. That's so yeah.
A is way better.
A. Jeffrey Adler. So he won the men.
A.
And then what's his name? Panchik, second place.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So he
goes and trains with Mayhem for a year, and then boom,
he went from going to be on Mayhem's team to I'm going to win the games. Yeah,
and he might.
He very well might. Yeah.
No one would predict that, although they would now.
Noah would predict that. Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Noah would predict anybody but him. Poor Noah.
Second place.
Yeah, and then he got fourth place in the Open.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
And then Froning got fifth. That's
and the other Panchik got fourth. Noah got third, something like that.
You're right. The second Panchik was Saxon was right up
crazy.
There anyway. He's just
Let's talk about the Panchiks. What the hell is going on over there?
Oh, and then whatever they're drinking, I want some.
Holy shit! Spencer's in like 30th place.
Yeah, those brothers are
nuts. And then the Smiths are all up there too. They did pretty well.
Yeah.
Dane actually, I think, beat Ben.
Yeah, Ben's the thing of the past.
I don't think so. But you always think that, and then there he is.
I know, and then he pulls it off.
And there he is at the games,
and then he doesn't make it to the games, and he still convinced them to let him in.
Yeah, he's the champion of getting to the games. That's for damn sure.
It's like there's no way, there's no opportunities left. You know what? Greg will let me in. Hey, Greg, yeah, you can come in.
I was injured and I couldn't make anything. Can I get into games? Sure, buddy. Yeah, no, that's pretty funny. So what are the chances Rich Froning goes individual?
0.
Damn it. That would be the best FU to Matt Frazier ever.
It would be funny.
That would be classic.
It would be funny for him to come and take a fifth.
Take a fifth and be like, I guess you're not the GOAT, bitch.
And then actually he'd have to stay in one more year just so he could get 6.
That'd be hilarious. He doesn't need 6. He never needs 6. He doesn't need to ever get more. He has more. So.
Yeah, I would say there's 0 chance, though. I
would say so, too.
I would say he will come back and do teams again, though.
Oh, no, he obviously
he'll win that
is.
one.
They, by the way, won 11 points. Sorry, I almost said 11th place. 11 points.
That's it?
Yeah, because they suck at, they only put, like, enough people on their team to meet the 6-person, I'm sure. Maybe 8. I don't know. So they didn't, like, pack it with, Olympic lifters from their Oli club.
Yeah.
So they only got 8th place in the last workout.
Oh, wow.
So they got first, 8th. That's disgusting.
That's crazy.
No one's beating them.
No, not a chance.
The next score is like 35 points, I think, or something like that. And it's like, no. And they packed their Oli team on the...
Yeah, they're gearing things.
That is unreal. And then what? Tia crushed.
Yeah, she'll stay dominant.
No news there. So, and then...
But he's got new bars out.
Who does?
Noah.
Oh, Noah. Noah has new protein bars. So he's crushing.
And they're not called Noah, but they're called Neo?
Yeah. They just changed his name.
They just flipped 2 letters in his name?
I know. He had a shirt on of it, and I'm like...
They spelled your name wrong.
Somebody fucked up that shirt. He didn't notice. That's embarrassing. No, Noah's killing it, though. Hopefully he'll...
oh, yeah, he'll do well.
I see. My guess is him or Panchek winning the games. That's my favorites. Who do you got? Calling it early. Who's your favorites now that we've seen the Open?
I think Panchek wants it more than anybody because it would be nice for him to like quit on top.
That would be nuts. Yeah.
So I think Panchek has a really good shot because he is as fit as he is, and he wants it more than the other people. I think you got to think at his age.
God, the amount of times he's been right there. Yeah,
and he's been doing it for and he's been doing it for all this time though.
And he's been 6th place, 5th place, 6th place, 6th place.
To come in second in the Open, you'd be like, okay, this is the year I can pull it off.
It would be crazy the way everything fell in line for him with the elimination of him being able to be on Mayhem and then Frazier retiring. It's just welcome back.
I think Adler has a good shot, actually. I mean, he won the Open. He's always been super fit.
He was 5th place last year.
So I'd say he has a solid shot. Obviously, he's fit as shit if he can win the Open. And
Quant's up there, too, who was, I'm not sure what his place was in the Open, but it was pretty high.
It'll be impressive.
He was, I don't know if he was a top 10, but it's close.
Yeah. And then Maduro's as well.
Man,
he was right up there too.
Nah,
you hating on him?
I'm not hating on him.
You just like his hair. You're jealous.
Don't think. Yeah, I'm jealous of that hair. I just think there's probably some holes he's got that it's a little too hard to, win the games with your second year.
Yeah,
and being what 23, whatever the hell he is, 24. I don't know. I just think they're going to find the other guys are just. I just think the other guys are better. That's it. I don't think he has a problem.
Yeah, he's good. It's just they're better.
And his upper body strength isn't there. So even his complex, he hit like 277, I think, something like that. I mean, granted, it's more than I hit, but
but I could have done that.
It's not in the 300s, right? Where all the big boys were. So I just think there's still a issue there. Yeah. That takes more than a year to fix.
I agree with that. So I think he will win the games at some point if he keeps this up.
He has a great career ahead of him. Let's put it that way.
And then I think Vellner's got a shot because I always think Vellner has a shot. He sure shit the bed last year.
Canadian.
But he's been
of course
third.
He's got to be
second.
Hungry.
He's got to want it, and especially after getting slapped in the face last year, not even making it into the final. You got to think he wants it that much more.
It's going to be interesting to see how, because these guys actually have to qualify for the games now.
Yeah.
Unlike the previous years where top 20 of the Open or top 35, whatever they changed. It changed 10 times last year, but these guys actually have to go through a what is it called? The semifinal.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting.
Which I don't think will be a problem for any of the guys we've mentioned.
No,
but you never know.
You never know. It's only taking top 5 in each North American regional. There's only 3. Only 15 of them go. There's
a lot of them.
15 big boys.
And you look at someone like Fikowski. There's a good shot he's fucked because it's just he's good at the infield stuff at the games.
Yeah,
he's just barely good enough to get there.
Right.
But once he gets there, he has a shot at winning.
Well, the good news is at a sanctional, he's probably pretty damn or whatever you want to call him, a semifinal, in-person semifinal. He's probably pretty damn good.
That's probably true.
It's just
as long as he can get there.
The thing that killed last year, it's the online in the gym. He probably needs the competition around him.
Yeah, and then the workouts have to fit a certain way for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for him, he's got some big holes when it comes to being being big.
It also depends who's at your. There's 120 of them make it, right? So it's which ones are at your...
That's true.
At your one that you have to go for. And it's the guy in first gets to pick first. Yeah. So where is Fikowski in that and what's his choice is going to be? That's rough. And so 2 of them are already going to be online because they already announced the German Throwdown and Atlas games, I believe they are.
Oh, really?
Those have been announced that they're not going to be in person. So already we lost 2 of them. They're going to be online. And then even the, what are we calling this right now? The quarterfinal?
Yeah.
That starts tomorrow. I believe it's Great Britain. They don't come off of lockdown where you could go into a gym until the day after it ends. So those people are kind of screwed. A lot of them, a lot of people, like if it was...
They're not going to have the GHD or whatever.
You can't just go to a gym. Well, the 15-foot rope climb is probably a problem. So that's a big one for people.
Finding some trees.
I mean, obviously, if you're, Sam Briggs, I don't even think she's in the UK anymore, but if you're Sam Briggs and you call somebody, they're going to probably...
You're going to open a gym.
They're probably going to let you in and break the rules. And I would suggest go for it. Break the damn rules. Like, let a person in, if...
Yeah, and let them have the whole gym to themselves if that's what's required.
Well, that's the thing. They're not even allowed to be in a gym. That's the problem.
Oh, this is my personal gym.
It's crazy.
My friend let me borrow it.
Yeah. Break in.
You can get away with that.
Yeah. So.
Well, I guess we'll see, but I got to go. I got a commitment for sooner than I'm supposed to have left already. So,
all right.
Peace.
That's it. Later. Oh, my legs.
Oh, my lower back.
Yeah, lower back.
Lower back is blown the fuck up right now.
Oh.